Let's see if this all works. Blah blah blah. Okay, well. Testing, 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 test, 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 testing, testing, test, 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 testing, testing, test, 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 testing, testing, test, 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 testing, 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 test, 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 testing, 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 test, 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 test. Is this working? Let's find out. Oh man. Testing. Come on. Work for me. No. Testing. Testing. This should count for me. Test, test. 1, 2, 3. Test, test. 1, 2, 3. Test, test. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Making sure my video's all up and working. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think it's working. We'll find out in just a bit. Blah 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 blah. I think it's working. Let's find out. I believe it is. Sorry for the technical difficulties. This is what happens when sometimes your internet doesn't work so well in weird things. So sorry about the low quality. That's first up. Also sorry for being late too, for some odd reason. Technical difficulties again with the internet. But no worries, we'll work right through it. So, this is Marco from Fancy Lizard Studios. And, well, last time I did a character model in ZBrush. This time we're going to do a little bit something different. We're going to be working with, well, you guys are going to be seeing one of the guns that we're modeling for a future gun pack. So, yeah, you're just going to see me just walk through it and everything. And if you guys have any questions or anything like that, or just want to chit chat, just leave a comment or something, and I should be able to see it and everything. Should. We don't know. But let's get started. And that's my dog, as you might see already. No worries. First we gotta get Blender open. Getting the gun. Hopefully this is the updated one. It is the Gotta remove some of these polygons as I don't like those there. There's no reason for them to be there. Delete. Okay. Oh no, I don't like the way that looks. I made that look better. Oh well, we'll make it work for this one. Okay, that looks decent. That looks okay. Just add a layer, layer. Yeah, it's fine for now. Make sure it looks all smooth. I don't like what's happening there. What's going on? Ah, we'll make do. Something weird is happening there. And I think I know what it is. Yep, called it. Back up. We're actually gonna do this so we can make these creases back to 0. 0. There we go. Crease that back to the highest point. There we go. That looks a lot better, at least normal-wise. Something's also happening there too. What is happening? Oh, it's probably because of that little guy. How to fix it? It's probably because that isn't straight. It's right there. That looks pretty good. Maybe this right here. Nope, definitely bad. Let's erase those seams for now. Let's make this the 0. That will help. Perfect. Now that we have this all working, making sure we're all live today. Yeah, it's starting to make it look a lot better. Okay. Like that, what's happening? I hate creating more of those. That's not what I wanted. I wonder, because this one didn't upload that file I needed, so, because right now I'm working with an older version, and this is not the one that I like the most. Here. This is what happens when you work with 2 different computers. Sometimes getting the right file becomes a little bit more difficult. So I am partially going to be working with Blender, and I'm also going to be working with Substance as well to get this all texturized and everything. Or at least get a basic idea how I want this possible model to look like. Yeah. Yep, there they are. Hasn't even finished up. Now we'll work with this file for now. So for now, we'll get that squared away. I really don't like the way that looks. So we'll make this the 0 again. Oh, that would help. There. That looks better. I like the way that looks. Yeah, that definitely looks way better. Oh yeah. Okay, go back here. That's what I don't like at all. We're gonna see if we can fix that somehow. That's how I get that weird normal. That weird. Feel free to put any music or anything like that. Or again, if you have any questions, just let me know. Don't see anything. That works for now. Yeah, that'll get the job done for now. Okay, so first, let's save this as a not that file, but just call it 2.0. So I know which one this one is. Then we're gonna export all of these. So I actually deleted a lot of these things. Come back in here, we're gonna create a new folder. Export 0.0. Accept that. Alright. Also, I do have this cool plugin for Blender that makes baking a lot of these UV maps a lot easier. It's called Bake Tool. It's pretty cool. Uh-oh. Something doesn't have a valid material. Which one is it? There it is. Let's make sure all of this have a valid thing. Yep, 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 yep. Okay. Now let's try that again. Yeah, I have this awesome add-on called Bake Tool that I found on Gumroad, I believe. I'm not so sure where I found it, but practically it allows you to bake a lot of textures or anything that you make real quick, or if you're going to use it for another program like Substance, or more like the Quixel Suite texturing programs. This makes it a lot easier instead of having to bake them like one by one. Just do it all at once. There we go. Baking one part at a time. Alright. We got that done. We're actually going to Control R and we're going to do two separate exports. So we're going to export that. Again, this is just me modeling and everything, so in case you have any questions on what I did or anything, just let me know in the comments. I should see them up there. Again, my internet's now done a bit slow, so if I don't reply right away, it's probably because it hasn't updated on my end. So for Quixel, we're going to do an OBJ, selection only. We'll leave that on. We don't want that on. So what is this? Groups, vertex order. And we're going to create a file called. What should we call this? Call it test exports. Alright, I got that in. We're going to do now a different export, this time for substance. I'm going to just do this as an FBX. Same thing. We should just put selected objects only because we don't want all the extra things that we don't need. Export. I should be done with that part. So now we're going to open. Which one did I want to open first? We're going to open Substance first. Substance Painter, to be exact. And my Steam is pretty dumb sometimes. It always has me do that, but that's another topic for another day. You guys came here to model, so well, let's watch me model, so. Okay. Alright. Close that out. Oh, didn't want to open that part yet. File, open. Actually, not open. I wish open. We're going to just do a new file. I would select a template for now, but for now we're just going to stick that model that we just made in. So here. Nope, wrong button. There we go. Export 00. And we're going to do the FBX for this one. Then that's all good for now. And we're going to hit OK. Then our gun should pop up right over here. Perfect. Alright, so this is substance. Now, we have substance pulled up, we're going to launch the Quickshell suite, and we're going to be going over some of the differences between both of them and what are the strong suits for each and or. So that way, in case you're ever wondering about texturing software, because there's a lot of them, this is just some of the two big ones that I know of personally that I use. So one of the major differences starting out with both of them is Substance Painter is a standalone program. So with that texturing suite, you can just use it standalone. You don't need another program to run it. Versus the Quixel suite, you do need Photoshop to run Quixel. So that will be one of the first differences between both of them. So if you have Photoshop and you use it a lot, like for drawings, concepting, environments, and everything, just to get those sketches out, and Photoshop's already a part of your asset tool, Quixel might be a little bit easier for you. Versus with Substance, if you don't use Photoshop that much, or you don't have Photoshop, and you use a different drawing software, Substance might be the better idea. So now, Quixel, we're going to run Dedo, and we're going to find that mesh that we just created. There it is. Testing exports. And yeah, I'll be fine with that. So, I'm going to have to enter all those materials I just baked, the material ID, assign them to the correct template. So, this is the safety, so I'll apply that one to there. Then we're going to go to the clip. Same thing, there it is. Grip. The tedious part. There it is. Oh, that might work on this one. Oh, we'll see how well it does. That might be my bad on my part. I might have not wrapped that one. We'll see in just a bit. And then cylinder. Got the cylinder texture? And that does not look right. Well, we'll see what happens in just a bit. Quixel and Substance might have a little bit of trouble due to something I did in my end. We'll see in just a second. Trigger body. Another big difference is on hardware resources and which one runs smoother. So Quixel tends to be a little bit more laggier of the two. So if you don't have like enough RAM, or since Photoshop sometimes works better for graphics card, sometimes it can lag a bit versus Substance that doesn't lag as much as Quixel. Slider, where is that? There it is. And finally, Ejector, which I call it. Alright. And that's good for now. And we're actually not going to make that for there. Actually going to put this in tool bag. Nope, not Arnold. There we go. We're going to hit create on that part. While that's doing that, we're going to come back to Substance. And we're going to do some of my favorite things to do is putting on those crazy textures on there to make this gun not look so plain and gray and all that, and use it also to kind of create normals in here too. Keep in mind, you can do this all in Blender. I just find it easier this way for my workflow just to do it this way. So, let's see. Oh, looks like Quixel's trying to take over, baking all those things. Oh yeah, I can definitely see something's wrong with that one. Well, remember, if you don't unwrap your textures for some of these things, they're not going to come out right no matter what. As you can see, my awesome barrel looks great. I don't know why on my baking thing it didn't do so well. Yeah. Again, we'll see what happens. Let's see if any of you guys left the chat or anything. Oh, don't see anything. So. Oh man, it is definitely taking a while. Okay. Almost there. Think it's almost done? Yep, it's done. Cool. Now we can go back to Substance. Oh, never mind. Dang you, Quixel. It really wants me to use Quixel instead of Substance. For right now, we're going to use Substance right now for the beginning of this part to show you two different results and how each one is very different. Right. Man, I thought you were done preparing this here. Should we go weird? Well, let's try to get this as realistic as possible. I'll stick that in. Kind of like that. Actually, covered. And this is the part why Quixel takes a little bit longer. Okay, well, Quixel's all done because we got that good go ahead. And I'm trying to decide if I like that or not. Oh, there we go. That was weird. And my leg is falling asleep. Can't decide if I like the way that looks. You definitely want that one on there. Definitely want the color there. Yeah, I actually do like that. There, yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Let's play around with the chest right there. Let's make this overlay. So if you worked with Photoshop, you kind of have some of the same things that you have before. Like that a lot better, so we'll leave that for the barrel. The barrel's looking pretty good from my end. And I'm not trying to go super crazy. Come back over here. Let's try some painted steel. I like it, but I don't like the way that roughness is. The roughness is fine. It might be like heightened. And yeah, I don't like the way it looks so baked up. And again, depending on what I wanted it for. Yeah, that's a lot better. I'm gonna add back again this sci-fi artificial leather. There we go. Put that down just a bit. Let's see. First. Okay, so I know what to do for that part. So we're gonna go to our roughness. We're gonna lower that down. Actually, make this overlay. There we go. That's a lot more of the color I want and detail I want. Let's go back to basic color. Make this again. Yeah, let's see. Oh, yeah, there we go. Here. Back to that roughness. Definitely don't like the way that looks now. Looks way better. But I don't like how that barrel is sticking out like who knows what. So let's go back to that first. Actually, we're gonna go back to the steel and change that color and make this a little bit darker. It might be a little too dark. That doesn't look that bad. So I'm just gonna go real fast. Where is my button? There it is. Bam. Drag these in and put that in there for now. So then we can turn these off in a blink of an eye, because I like the way that looks. So that's something that I just did in Substance pretty quick. Real quick, simple. See, it's pretty awesome because you can get text strings off. It's pretty cool. So, alright. So here, see if any comments have been left behind. Nope, don't see anything. Again, if you have any questions, just let me know. Okay, so now that we got that part in there, we're gonna go back to Quixel and do exactly the same thing, but with Quixel this time. So the awesome thing about Substance is that, well, it's easier to work on machines and everything, but for Quixel, I like it a lot better due to the amount of selection of materials you already have available. Plus, it looks a lot more nicer because they're really high-res textures. So we're going to do exactly the same thing. We are going to go to the slider this time. And let's see, we're going to add a material. Smart materials are pretty cool because they kind of get you what you want real quick. Quixel has a bigger selection of smart materials compared to Substance, so. Oh, it's doing this one weird thing. There we go. You guys might not be able to see it. Drag it over there. There we go. Let's go to our metal textures. Let's go back, actually. Always wanted to see a rock gun, so we're gonna do that instead. I've never seen this rock. Oh, there it goes. Oh man. I ain't gonna lie. Guns were invented in the Stone Age. This was pretty cool. Alright, now that we got our awesome gravel in there, let's go and do these normals and let's kick up that texture just a bit because I want this to pop. Yeah, actually not that much. That's good right there. And then, let's add something else on there. As you can see, we're already starting to enter the weird fun where you can get really, really carried away by using these texturing softwares. So, okay, let's see, did it pull that up? There it is. Aha! Nope, don't have it in my custom materials. Oh well. Let's put that on there. Definitely gonna have a lot of fun with Quixel right now. Now that is definitely what I was looking for. Slow that down just a bit the opacity. So a little bit lower. We're gonna go to 20. That's too much. 55. There we go. Definitely want my rocks to look a little bit wet. Look like my little gun's soaking in the rain. Oh, look, that looks beautiful. I love this right now. Let's go for our awesome barrel now and give that some cool adjustments. This time we're going to use a smart material. Oh, should probably cook on it. There we go. since we're going with all these awesome, cool little stone guns, let's see where I could go for some cool PVC. Let's go to the metal section. There we go. I'm missing a couple of my windows. Ooh, copper is always nice. Let's go. No, actually, I don't want to go copper. Yeah, let's go copper. So now we're gonna watch Quixel create that awesome quick material for us. And in just a bit, should be popping up right there. I don't like that at all. Never mind, we're trashing that. Well, it doesn't fit our stone gun beam at all. Yes, I don't want that. I don't want that. That was a bad decision. Let's go back to and that was some cool material. There we go. Asphalt should do. And Quixel, I'm gonna make this gun look weird on substance since that's the main one I'm gonna be using to make the gun for the gun pack. I want to make it look a little bit more better than this. Oh, looks like I didn't delete that. The main reason I love Quixel is just for the big material selection that you have. Unlike Substance, how it doesn't give you that many materials already to place out to create the texture you want or need. Quixel has a big selection and a lot of options that you can do that Substance can do too, but Quixel kind of lays it out there easy, ready to go. So here, I want to add that liquid thing that I had before. There it is. We're gonna make this look nice, wet and dry. There we go. That looks pretty cool. Actually, we're gonna go back to this barrel. We're gonna add another oil on top of there. And we're also gonna add that asphalt material too. And once it's in there, and it is, okay, we're actually gonna change the order of those two. On top of each other. There we go. Corner of that asphalt. Group those guys. And there we go. Should I grab the asphalt? Oh, I don't actually think I got grouped. this. Whereas he is for now. I'm gonna enable undos. Go symmetry. And okay, let's get the cool thing about working with Quixel is that it uses the same settings as Photoshop, since what it's doing is an add-on. It's working with all the presets of Photoshop, getting all that all set and done same way you would do. Because if we actually minimize this, we're actually painting on one of the layers that they create for us within Photoshop. Practically think of it as making textures within Photoshop, but with more of a visual guide. It's pretty cool. So, now we're actually going to paint the other color. Oh, that looks good. Go back to that little also. There it is. It's cracks because I don't like the way this is doing. As you can see right there, it even shows where our seams are at. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Not even close. There we go. Back to good old black so we can cover all these spots where we want it to be covered. There we go. Perfect. Now, this is what I'm doing. Quick so we'll get this all covered up. Okay. Painting. And turn that off. Yep, I like the way that looks now. Busted. Alright. Hit accept the mask because I like that mask. Okay. There we go. Now this is the part where I remember Quixel works a little bit more slowly. As you can see, it's taking a little bit longer than usual. Now we got that mask painted in. We can go inside our group. I'll lower that guy down. There we go. We're actually going to increase our texture size for asphalt because I want it to match around what that has right there. Uh oh, that went bigger. Need to go smaller. Maybe a little bit smaller. I'm going to kick that normal up. There we go. Let's test that out. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Our stone gun is coming right along. It's all wet. Looks like it's been used for a bit. Perfect. Right. You see, this is what we were doing with Pixel. We can do the same thing in Substance, but with Substance we would most likely have to either create those textures, take pictures of real life to get those textures, or find online where we can get them too. While Quixel gives us that big texture base already to start with. Makes working with it, making your own custom textures, pretty easy. So we're gonna go back to Substance. And we're gonna work on this little gun a little bit more. We're gonna make him a little bit more detailed than what he is already. So at the barrel, we're actually gonna add a little bit of rust now. Not on the barrel itself, more on this awesome little slider. And let's get a little bit higher. And I'm actually gonna move these guys real fast. Stick them in the folder. Back to here, we're gonna add our little mask. There we go. And go to our brushes. And let's see, more brush. Scratches too? Nah, that's a little weird. Yeah, that's getting more involved. So now I'm going to activate symmetry, which is right there. Activate that back again. I don't know why I turned it off. There you go, for the Z axis. And we're going to add a little bit of rust on my little brush. cool thing about substance is you can create rust pretty quick. I can use a little guideline if I hold shift. Drag a little bit more rust throughout the gun itself. Make this gun look all chewed up. Okay, we're under our height now. We're just gonna come over here, draw something over here, and we're gonna top color. But I'm also gonna use this. Actually, one color. Where was it that I could change my height? Trying to remember how we dig in here. Alright, that's something a little different. Back in its materials. Let's see, we're gonna try out something. I'm not sure what it's gonna do, but actually, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna use that one for. So right now, we're gonna leave that top part the way it is. Come to the grips, actually. Where'd that texture go? There we go. Let's this. Get a little bit more smooth. Let's see. The reason my computer's probably running pretty slow, so I have two different texturing softwares running at the same time. So that's probably not helping. Definitely not my this. Back to this also default hard. There we go. Perfect. Nope, there's one of our first issues that we see. And that's why it's important to make sure you unwrap everything and look at it before you do. So you get that pretty weird thing. Actually, we're going to delete that mask. We want to do something a little bit different. We're actually going to use a smart mask over here. So that way we get a lot of this tones for us. Actually, I don't like the way that did its thing. Might be still working. Well, definitely don't like the orange. Let's remove that mask again. Edit toys. Oh my god. I wonder why they're not working. Usually they work. Oh, that's probably why. Yep, yep. Ah, man. Didn't even save anything. Well, substance just closed out. Oh, well, we'll keep working on this one for now. I got our awesome rock gun all living up and strange. We're actually gonna go to the body now. Gonna give this a little bit more flair. We're actually gonna use a smart material this time. So just can see how some fresh asphalt looks like. As you can see, it's using 3 materials. That's from the basic materials that you have already available. And just a bit. Should be seeing something. Alright. And oh, still working. Whoa, where'd I go? Where'd I go? There I go. Let's make sure you know where you're going. As you can see, for some odd reason, Substance had that weird thing going, but Quixel doesn't. So I must have to do something how I exported my FBX. I like the way that looks, so we're actually going to add one of our basic ones to give it that wet look. Where are you? Oil? There you are. Wow. And then we're going to add actually our rock material that we used last time. Here. The problem with that is I believe that was it. We'll see in just a bit. Actually going to increase our asphalt size just by a bit. Probably didn't even have to use a smart material for that asphalt, but it is what it is. Okay. Increase that down just a bit. There we go. Not gonna lie, Rock Gun is coming right along. Let's get back out of there. Then we're actually going to use a mask again. Okay, now we get our mask back in. Go back to performance because I want those undos. Okay, that's on. Is my symmetry on? It's not. Now it is. So, oh, what color am I painting? Let's turn this back on. There we go. So, oh, actually, I want this to go back to here. There's my brush types. X, images. I like my cracks a little. Ooh, maybe a construction would be best. Let's give that a try. Let's show my mask. Let's increase that brush size just a bit. This might be a little too strong. Keep in mind right now I'm using my mouse. You could use a graphics tablet to make this go a lot easier. You don't have to keep adjusting that opacity as much as I will. Okay, let's see how it goes. I'm definitely starting to work on a whole lot better. Oh, I want that symmetry back on. Actually, I'm going back over a little bit lower down here. I want that to go a little bit lower. There, back up. Well, dark here. Go perfect. Let's turn that off, turn that back on. I like the way that's turning out, so we'll accept that mask for now. Wait for my little thing to load up. Accept. Voila. Then we're going to come back to this oil and do exactly the same thing, because I want this to look a little bit more neato. Oh man, I have total blank space at how I painted that mask. There we go. Okay, I completely forgot how to get into masks. Okay, let's come back here. Oh, there we go. Ooh, I'm starting to see a little bit of a chat. Yay, it's something. Woohoo! Never heard of Sail Paint, but yeah, you could definitely use that as a substitute for Photoshop if that works for you. That definitely works as well. So let's keep on going. Alright, so we're actually going to get this quick. Yeah, sorry about that late response, but soon I should be getting an in-wrap upgrade, so alright, I'm on my own. So just move it. Yes, it does. Let's go back to here. Now I would be going back to substance and making that work out, but as you can see, it kinda crashed on me, so we'll come back to that possibly another time. The reason it most likely crashed is because I'm running both of them at the same time. Usually you only have one open, not both. go. Alright. This does fight. We'll find out in just a bit. Oh yeah, it does. Ooh. It's good points. Definitely. Oh, definitely want that sandwich off. Oh no, definitely not that good. Oh, no, definitely it's doing the opposite I want. Yeah, definitely like the brushes. Okay, back to this white. Going a little bit more. Alright. So I like the way that looks. So again, accept that mask. Except I don't like that part. So I'm not gonna accept that mask. Take out some of this. Oil off of our awesome rock gun. Okay, now we're gonna accept that mask. And then watch the magic get created. Okay. And then for the last thing I'm just gonna do for we're actually gonna go back to that awesome slider. There it is. Back. Yep. Right click on this. Okay. Let's see. Let's go 0. Then you can see what texture it's using to create it. So again, like I said, the one negative side about Quixel is that you have to have Photoshop in order to run it. If you don't, you can't use Quixel. So don't go out and go buy Quixel right away and be like, yeah, I can use it, because if you don't have Photoshop, it's not going to run. Substance, on the other hand, the one reason I like is it's a standalone. So you don't need other software to run along with it. Alright, now that we got that material saved, there we go. Let's open that 3D back again. We're gonna come back to that. Where is it? Can I turn on symmetry? What is wrong? Oh, whoa. Ah, that's the reason why I'm in the wrong one. There we go. Trying to remember where I see it as. Here it is. Bam. So now I don't have to recreate that material. Put it back in. Woohoo! And that's as far as I'm going to work with this one. So far, as you can see, we made some good progress on our rock gun. I wish I would have made some more progress on our actual gun with the realistic textures, but as you can see, it crashed on us. So, hopefully next time, I still haven't decided what I'm going to do for my next one. We're going to either keep working on these guns or work on that character that I was making called Wi-Fi, and probably show you another way how to make another way to make a character using ZBrush. But other than that, this has been a fancy stream, and you guys have a great night or morning.